everyone, and welcome back to another video here on this channel. Thank you so much for joining me on this very grey, slightly miserable looking day. It's been so hot and so warm and sunny recently, but then of course the day I decide to do a vlog video of my day, the rain comes and the clouds come and the sun disappears. But that's okay, because I'm actually someone who kind of prefers rainy, grey, cold days over the kind of hot sunny days. I think I speak for all bookworms and readers and lovers of stories when I say that that kind of weather where you can wrap yourself up in a blanket and read a book in a whole day and just relax is one of the most special kind of days, and I feel like I'm more inclined to do that on a day where it's rainy and grey more than when it's really hot and sunny. However, I did already have a bit of a plan for today, and I'm gonna still stick with it and hope that the rain holds off mostly. So Johnny and I really want to go to well, my favourite, I was going to say our favourite, it's my favourite. Johnny doesn't have a favourite garden centre. It's my favourite garden centre locally to us, called the Duchy of Cornwall, in a place called Lostwithiel. We really want to get a very small bonsai tree, which is really random, but that's what we really want to get, and I'm hoping that they might have one there, because they do quite a lot of houseplants as well. So we're going to have a look for that. If not, I'll probably buy another plant. And also in Lostwithiel there are lots of sort of antique-y shops and things, so we're going to have a little bit of an explore around those because we haven't done that before. And yeah, I really hope the rain stays off, but that's the plan for this morning. This afternoon I have the dentist and other boring adult jobs that need to be done, but in between all of that I am currently reading Castle in the Air by Diana Wynne-Jones, which is a sort of sequel to Howl's Moving Castle. I say sequel, but so far Howl and his Moving Castle have not appeared, and I'm about halfway in the book. So I'm reading that, and I'm hopefully going to finish that in between all of the bits that I'm doing today. So grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee. If it's grey and rainy where you are, go and get yourself a cosy blanket, and yeah, let's head to the garden centre. So it is sometime later and I am ready to sit back down in front of the camera. We had such a lovely time in Lostwithiel. We are currently trying to work out what to do with, we have a big blank wall above our sofa and I've been holding out because I really want to get nice art for it and do a nice gallery wall, not just with the first prints I can find. I really want to gather together a nice assortment of artwork and framed things that I love and that feel special to me, and then put them all up on there at that point. I've already got a few things, but it's not enough to make a whole gallery wall. But we found loads of really nice paintings and vintage artwork and just really nice things that I think would go with the vision I have for the wall. So we are definitely going to go back at some point and have a proper look at the artwork when we have a good chunk of time. We did not find a bonsai tree, which, to be honest, it was a long shot, but it was my excuse to go and look at plants and buy more plants. The only plant I actually bought was this string of hearts plant, which I've wanted one of these for a while, and I've been looking for a really small plant to fit this little pot that I've had for a while. I said earlier in my video that I was going to try and read some of my book in between all of the things that I was doing, but I actually had no time at all to read anything. So it's now about 7 p.m. and I'm gonna sit down with Castle in the Air. As I said, I'm about halfway through. It's very fast paced and the pages are, like, there's not a lot of words on each page. So I'm really hoping that I can actually finish this today. Finish this tonight, that's the plan. I'm really intrigued by this book so far and I really hope that we see Howl and Sophie from the first book at some point in this book. I've heard that they do appear, so I'm intrigued. I will check in once I've finished the book to let you know my final thoughts as well. I have just finished Castle in the Air by Diana Wynne Jones and I'm very happy to say that I absolutely loved it. I mean, Howl's Moving Castle will always have a very special place in my heart and I don't think any of the sequels to that book are ever going to beat it, but I would say that this came a lot closer than I thought it would. The first sort of half of the book is good, but it wasn't that amazingly gripping or special or unique to me. However, the last half is so good. The story takes on such an interesting turn. This particular book follows a character called Abdullah and he is in a land called Zanzib. All of the people that live there all speak in this very flowery language. So every time he meets someone, he kind of has to compliment them with his words, or just sort of everything he does has to be spoken very flowery, which in the beginning is kind of a bit annoying, but as it gets on in the story, it becomes really charming and funny. So I really loved that. I also really loved how she incorporated Howl and Sophie and the moving castle into the book. I mean, I don't know why it didn't even cross my mind that this book is called Castle in the Air, and I was wondering when Howl's Moving Castle was going to turn up. I won't say any more than that, but yeah, I'm surprised I didn't guess that sooner. It just reminded me of how special it is when a children's book is still fun and interesting as an adult. I think often as we grow up, we think we should just only read mature or important books or meaningful, poignant stories that give us a lesson on the serious topics. But just reading this book reminded me of how amazing it is to read a children's book and how important it is to just have stories and adventure and silliness in a book sometimes. It's getting quite late, so I'm going to end the video here, but thank you so much for joining me for this video. Thank you so much if you stuck right to the end. I hope that you have a wonderful day or evening, whatever time it is where you are, and I'll see you very soon with the next video.